Happy Easter, everyone. It is the 5th of April. Happy birthday, Jess. I know you're not listening, but I know it's your birthday. And it's also Easter Sunday. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining me, Victoria. How are you?
I'm pretty damn good. It's a long weekend, so I'm pretty happy that I'm not at work. That's for sure.
Have to agree. Um, there's yes. There's got to be something around work should be your work-life balance should be a bit different. Maybe we need 50-50 working, not working, because I don't know about you, but I don't want to work 5 days a week anymore. I'm done. But anyway,
Yeah. I also think that everyone should be more organized so that anyone who's doing, anyone that has to work this weekend because they're in hospitality or
oh
um,
yeah,
retail or something, I think they all deserve the days off too.
100%. I was talking to someone at work the other day and they said, oh, such and such needs to happen on Monday. And I went, it's a public holiday. And they went, yeah, but they're open. I went, well, they shouldn't be. They should also get a day off like I do. So, I don't understand how people function with not having a long weekend, not having public holidays. Sure, you get paid extra, but I want the day off. It's not worth it. That's my opinion anyway. But we're not here to talk about
We're not doing politics today.
we're not talking about public holidays and how I should have more time off. It's more about let's talk about Star Wars. So, what I thought we'd do is we'd start off with let's go to our little imagery. And today, ideally, well, I was going to talk about Easter. We've already done that kind of, sort of, but we'll get to it. Then Maul, Shadow Lord, and our upcoming events. That's the plan today. And I know I haven't shared that with you, but you know, Victoria. So, and everyone else who's going to be listening. What I was thinking with Easter wise, I don't know if you noticed, but this year, and welcome, Noddy, thank you for joining us. This year, what we did was we created our own memes. So more often than not, the memes that get shared on the Star Walking page are ones that have been floating around the internet for a period of time and they're relevant at whatever period for us, and so they get posted up. However, this year these ones were created by, well, me, I have to say. But so I was wondering what your opinion was and whether or not you actually saw them. I was curious if people if they come up in people's algorithms and or whether or not they think they're worth posting or are they just lame? Wanted your opinion. So these are the first two. So you've got the stormtrooper when they tell you that Easter Bunny's not coming, and when they say you can't join the Easter egg hunt, and you give it the Anakin Skywalker response. This is outrageous. It's unfair. Why can't I be a master on the
I can
um
literally picture him saying it
I
too.
know.
And when you put it into that context, I'm just like, oh.
Those two. Maybe we'll do a scale out of 1 and 10. And same with Noddy, you've joined us, and anyone else that's joined us at this point. Give us a scale out of 1 and 10 for those first two. 10 being it's fantastic, 1 being try again, that's lame. What are you thinking? Be honest, Victoria. What do you think? Do you want to see him again?
Oh yeah, just leave him up there. Yeah.
All right, I'll put him back up. What score would you give them, Victoria? Noddy's given him an 8. Noddy likes lame humor. Nick says I don't
Yeah,
know.
look, I think yeah, look, it's because it's using Star Wars scenes, I think. Like you can never get a full 10 because it's
No,
like you're always ripping off something. So I think um I love it. I think eight's pretty fair.
which
I
is
thought they were
same.
funny.
Yeah, Emily, and welcome as well, and welcome Nick. Emily's given a 7 or an 8. So I've got them. I've got more. So then you've got these two. Now these again, two completely different styles of memes. You've got Jackson, and I don't know if you all know who Jackson is, but he's a bounty hunter. You mainly hear about him in comics. There are some figures of him, but generally he's the only rabbit-looking thing in Star Wars. And more often than not, if it comes to Easter, it's going to be Jackson that becomes part of the meme. And so we've got the I'm a leppy, not a bunny, and second, if I could poop out chocolate eggs, I'd eat them myself. He's got an attitude problem. And then you've got the complete different one with Maul versus Jesus being a whole lot of similarities, except one's evil and one's good. You know, give that a bit of a. Nick says, I think the Maul and Jesus is more Easter. True. Let's give them a scale. Out of 10, what are we giving these two? You can separate them
Um,
if you have to.
the first one, because I don't understand it or recognize it. For me,
I'm going to
it's
say you're going to
literally
say
a
4.
one
A 1!
because like I can't. It doesn't resonate with me. Like I don't understand it.
Yep.
So I'm just like, but maybe a two because I do think that anything that's gonna poop out chocolate eggs and eat them, like that's funny. But I find that funny. But yeah, I'm just
2
like,
for the
okay,
chocolate eggs.
two for the chocolate poop. Yeah.
And the Maul versus Jesus, Nick gives it a 9.
I don't know,
What
is
are
it
you
a
giving it?
-9 or a 9? Like, I'm confused.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Nick, is that a -9 or is it a 9? I'm hoping it's a 9. We'll find out in a second. Emily says a 7. So I think she likes the first ones better. What'd you give the second one, Victoria?
Um,
Oh, it's a 9. Nick says it's a 9. He really likes the Maul
okay,
versus
that's
Jesus.
good. Oh, okay.
Welcome, David. We are looking at our Easter memes and comparing them, giving them a score out of 10. Welcome, Luke. Thank you for joining us. Yes, so score out of 10. Were these worth posting or not? Is what we're doing. So love
I
to get your
think
feedback.
the Maul versus Jesus one, I think I struggle with because I struggled with it at first, but if I think about it in the sense of saying that each is a fictional story, then I can see them being you know, different perspectives from different stories. But I think I always find it weird bringing religion into anything that's in the creative world. So I find
I
it
know.
difficult at first to read it. So I'm like, I don't know, should that really be? But when I think about it from stories, I'm like, yeah, okay. I think it's funny when you see two different stories side by side and they have the polar opposites. And
Yep.
there's also been like many theories about Star Wars being similar to the whole concept of the Bible, so I can understand the meme.
Yeah, fair. Nick also says that Greeks are celebrating Easter next weekend.
Oh, there you go.
And the last one was there's no more, all that's left is the Cadbury cream eggs. The feedback I've got so far is everyone else likes Cadbury cream eggs, and I'm alone in this view of, oh my gosh, is that all there is? I hate these things. I don't know
Yes,
how
I
you
saw
feel.
this one, and I saw the comments, and so many people were like, "What are you talking about? That's the best." And even when I saw it, I was just like, "Why would that be a problem?" And yeah, and I remember seeing people saying that the Cadbury cream eggs from their area are like always a rarity because they just vanish immediately.
Oh,
So
Emily likes
yeah.
this one the best. We've got a 9 for this one. I don't like Cadbury cream eggs, and I don't, and for that reason, and David obviously does because he says yummy. I don't understand how they've lasted this long, but clearly there's a lot of you out there that like Cadbury cream eggs, except for me and Emily.
Yeah. I just saw her say I agree. Yep.
All right, that's enough, I think. And Noddy also likes Cadbury. Oh
Yep.
my gosh! You know what I should
There's a
have done?
divide
I
between
should have
us.
done the opposite. I should have created one that said me forgetting to buy Easter eggs, and now there's no Cadbury cream eggs left, and you probably all would have gone, yay! Ah. Oh, so they've changed them. They're not as good as the original ones. That's interesting. Not to do with Star Wars, but I'm curious. All right, let's move on from Easter. I said we'd talk Easter, but that's pretty much it. Let's move on to Maul Shadow Lord. So this is the big thing that's coming out, and the reason why this is important, and we're talking about it today, is tomorrow it lands. We get 2 episodes tomorrow, And Luke earlier provided this. Thank you, Luke. The timing of when it's coming out. So, for those of us who might be online today, which I don't think is any of you who I'm chatting to right now, in Western Australia, it will be on at 3 p.m. I don't understand why. But in South Australia at 4:30 p.m. Oh, okay, same time. I get it now. So it's going to be 5 p.m. for New South Wales and Queensland. So most of us who are in Melbourne, New South Wales, and Queensland who are online right now, it'll be on at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. So that'll be exciting. We were planning on doing a bit of a live stream again next weekend to talk about what we thought about it, and therefore the next few Sundays as well. Oh, so the cream eggs were better in the 90s.
Oh, so before I even got a
Yeah,
chance to taste them.
yeah, they were rubbish then. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't like them. Maybe I should try them now. Anyway,
Yeah, maybe you might
okay,
like the
so
new ones.
yeah, I know, right? And so in Maul Shadow Lord, we're gonna come across this character, which is Devon Izara. I'm sorry, I struggle with the fact that her name is Devon. And maybe this is just because it's an American created character, but all I can think of is the meat. I'm not going to be able to think of her as anything but meat. Nick
Ah,
says,
yes, because Devon is a common American name.
yeah, however, for us, it's a common Australian food.
The
Whack that thing on a
it's a
sandwich with some sauce.
meat
Yeah.
cube.
Yes. Nick says she's a Jedi, correct. So this is Devon, who looks like Devon to me, the pink skin. So I'm not going to forget
Oh,
her name.
jeez.
Slice her up. And this is her lightsaber hilt, so that's being released, which is kind of fun. My understanding is she's a Padawan, and it's we're seeing Maul Shadow Lord just after episode 66, and Noddy says processed meat after episode 66, and Devon is I can't call her Devon.
Say it
meat
fancy, like
processed
Devon.
Devon processed meat
Devon.
is a Jedi. Devon is a Jedi, and Devon uh is an apprentice Jedi, perhaps Padawan, and which is why I think she ends up meeting up with Maul and being influenced by him. But we'll learn more about that when we watch it tomorrow night. But more importantly, for those of us who we don't know very much about her, and we'll find out more tomorrow. But for those of us who want to know more about Maul, wait, I'm going to skip back. I'm going to skip forward. Um, if you've only watched, I'll just remove this from the screen. If you'd only watched the movies, Jedi Master Process Meat. No, it's Jedi Padawan Process Meat. Get it right, Noddy. If you'd only watched the movies for Maul, then what you would know is Maul fought Qui-Gon Jinn on Naboo just briefly when Anakin was running and he was like, Anakin, duck. And then Maul and Qui-Gon fight a little bit, and then Qui-Gon runs away and off they go. And then they don't see him again until they're on Naboo. And then Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon fight with him, and Maul gets chopped in half and he falls into the reactor shaft, right? Or whatever the shaft is. That's what you'd see of the movie. The next time you would see Maul would be at the end of the Solo movie. And you see this cameo of him at the end of the movie, and you know that he is involved in the crime syndicate. But those of you who may not have watched the Clone Wars or Rebels would have gone, but he died in a Phantom Menace in 1999. And then 2018, the Solo movie comes out, and all of a sudden there he is at the end of the movie, and it can get really confusing. Welcome, Dean. Thank you for joining us. We're just talking a little bit about Maul's history. And so Solo came out in 2018, and then we see this cameo of Maul at the end of it, and a lot of people were left really confused because in between, from 2008 to 2018, about a couple of months before the Solo movie came out, we got to see a whole lot of different episodes of Maul and different things that took place for him. So it was confusing for some people, but for those people who have watched Clone Wars and Rebels, it wasn't so confusing. So what I thought I'd do was just a little bit of a breakdown of some of Maul's great fights and how he came about. So anyone who wanted to watch Maul tomorrow wasn't overly could understand why is he alive, because otherwise you would have been seeing Phantom Menace and go, dude's dead, got chopped in half. What do you mean he's back? So I'll skip back. So in the Phantom Menace, he gets chopped in half. Then he falls into. I'll just read it to you. As he clung to life, his broken body was scooped out of the reactor's ventilation shaft with other oh no, debris and then hauled away to a junkyard world where he nourished himself on vermin and grievance for nearly a decade. So he was there for like a long time. Nick says, yeah, he only lost his legs, exactly. And so he assembled random gears and robot appendages to build a spider like thorax, but his mind had been shattered by the trauma of his near dark side immersion, and he was more of a rabid animal overtaken with madness. So he was alive and functioning, and he can move, but he was still lost. So then his brother comes along, and the picture's not there. Well, that's not great. So comes along. There's extra pictures which I haven't included. I am so sorry. I ran out of time. So his brother came along and then he took him to Mother Talzin, who was his mum back on Dathomir, the witches of Dathomir, and she used her magic to then help heal him, and then they gave him better looking legs. Later on down the track, he gets helped by the Mandalorian, and they give him human looking robotic legs. And that's when we meet Maul in Shadow Lord. He's got legs, but they're not human legs anymore, or Zabrak legs, or whatever his species has for legs. So these are what you missed if you haven't seen um, Clone Wars and Rebels. So Maul fights with Savage Opress and Obi-Wan Kenobi and Asajj Ventress in the Clone Wars. And then and what I wanted to know was everyone's favorite fight. Then it's Maul and his brother Savage with Obi-Wan and Adi Gallia in the Clone Wars. Then Maul and his brother fight Darth Sidious, so Palpatine, which I think is a really cool fight. It's one of my favorites. He's doing a Fennec Shand. What do you mean by that, David? And then this is the best fight ever. So if you haven't watched Clone Wars, Maul versus Ahsoka Tano is the best fight to ever watch. And then in Rebels, he fights the Inquisitors. And then he goes into Rebels more and basically spends a whole lot of time manipulating Ezra Bridger and blinding Kanan. And then he fights Kanan and Ahsoka, and then only to then finally he spends his whole life trying to find Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's his main aim, get revenge, because Obi-Wan is who cut him in half and left him to die. And he spends his whole time. Oh, he's fitted out with robot parts like Fennec Shan. Thank you, Dean. That's what David meant. So he spends his whole time trying to get revenge on Kenobi, and then they fight in Rebels. It's actually not one of his best fights, and then that's the end of Maul. And so we already know where he ends up. He doesn't end up in any movies because those movies are set after that time, and that's not going to happen. Nick says, "Don't worry, I'm not going to destroy you. No, I have some use for you." Yeah, he does say that. That's true. And so he ends up meeting with Obi-Wan and finally has his last fight. So it's a little bit sad, but we get to see this before that happens because it's straight after episode 66. So in the middle of all this, Maul is in the shadow underworld and he hasn't got to doing all these things yet. But what I wanted to ask about your opinions, everyone, was this next image that I have. So season 2 is coming out. I want to know what your opinion on that is. We haven't even seen season 1 yet. Dave Filoni is so confident that it's going to be a hit that they're going to do season 2. We saw a whole lot of other Star Wars series, and they only came out with season 1, and then that's it. It finished. Skeleton Crew season 1. We had the Acolyte season 1. There's all of these Obi-Wan Kenobi series, only one season. However, with this one, they've already started at Lucasfilm designing and creating the second season. I'm curious what people think about, why are they so confident and should they be so confident? I'll stop talking for a second so you can say something.
I find it interesting. I always find it interesting when anyone releases a season two before even releasing a season one, or saying that there's gonna be extra. Um,
Gives you something to hope for, look forward to.
yeah, but I mean, people are already looking forward to number one, so I think I find it strange because you know normally if you're gonna have a series after season one as like a cliffhanger, you'd be like, what is there gonna be? Is there gonna be? And then, yep, we are gonna do number two. Like you keep it a secret for a while just to keep people hanging. It's an interesting thing.
Dean says, I think it's awesome. I think they need to give an automatic green light to 2 seasons. I think every show should have at least 2 seasons, personally. Um, yeah, and David says people want to know if they're being led down the garden path and left there. It's true. You want to know if there's going to be a second one, although sometimes they say they're going to do two and then they don't.
Mm,
Noddy says animated TV shows are mostly made in 2 seasons back to back. It's cost cut method.
yeah.
Well, me not being an animation creator, I wouldn't know that. I'm trusting you on this, Noddy, because I don't know if you are either.
Yeah. No, it is true though. A lot of stuff comes out with already planned out seasons.
Nick's got a view that no Ray film should be made. Instead, Maul and Kenobi series. Okay, fair enough. You don't like Ray. I get
I'll
it.
second
Fair
that.
enough. I'm not overly keen, but some people do like the sequels. That's good for them. So I don't know how to segue into this next thing. The next thing I wanted to talk about, because we didn't have a lot of time today, I'm going to touch on. Dean says hard disagree. Likes sequels, I believe. I'm assuming that's where you're coming from. What I need to say before we run out of time today, I've got some merch that I want to talk about and talk about a little bit. But one of the things that's really, really important that you guys need to know about is we're heading off to Supernova in 2 weeks' time in Melbourne. And I'll just pop it up on the screen. We're going to Supernova. So we'll have a stand there, which is fun. And you can come and chat to us and get your photo. And it's going to sounds like it's going to look awesome. We've all been working behind the scenes, building props, etc. But what's really cool about it is if you are in Melbourne or going to Melbourne, because we're not covering your costs of travel, but if you're going to be going to Melbourne for Supernova planning and would like to go to Supernova, if you join our members only meetup straight after this live stream, you have the opportunity to go into a draw to win a free weekend pass to Supernova. So those who, oh yes, so Dean says he definitely wants a Ray movie. Cool. Which is what I thought he meant. So if you're interested in Melbourne Supernova, please join us for the members meetup afterwards. If you're not a member and you want to know how to become a member, what do you know about membership, Victoria? Can you tell me? How much it costs? How do you go about it? What do you get for it? Do you know?
All right. Well, it's yearly. Sorry, I'm like, it's
Put you on
yearly
the spot.
membership, so it's not like a monthly subscription or anything.
Nope.
It means that you have discounted entry to all of the events.
Yep.
You also get the newsletter, which I keep trying to push people to do printed because I have my own preference, but apparently it's not loved by everybody else because they'd probably just throw it in the bin. But anyway, you can get it via email, and the team worked very hard on that, which is awesome. And you can also get family membership, and I know that. So originally I had family with my
You still do.
oh yeah, and I need to upgrade it. I think it's in May that it
Yes,
runs out
we
every
do.
year.
We have a
Yeah.
membership drive in on May the 4th be with you. And it's $10 a year only and $20 for families. Everyone in your household can become a member. And this year we're having an additional membership that you can pay for a what do you call it? A premium membership where you get given a specific gift, which is one of however many. So that's pretty exciting. Also, Lord Vader himself, Chris Brennan, is here. Is he where? Is- Maybe he's behind Victoria. I can see there's a Darth Vader because Chris does do a good Darth Vader.
Having
Yeah.
tea with me.
um. Yeah. So if you can join us after this, that would be fantastic. I'm hoping someone comes along that wants to go to Melbourne. Otherwise, let me go to the next thing we're going to talk about, which was merch. So speaking of May the 4th, which is when we have our membership drive, these are the new merch that are coming out. I want to know what you guys think of them. So this is the May the 4th be with you from Hasbro. It's this first one's a battle droid wearing a shirt, which I'm sorry, it just looks like he's got a shirt and no pants. I don't.
It's a
It's
little bit inappropriate. Like it's a little bit
yeah,
implying
like what's this about, dude? And so his shirt says Roger Roger, which that makes sense, and it's got May the 4th be with you on the back, and it just looks like it's made out of material that you'd put on a Barbie doll. Uh, and then oh, I might have missed a picture. And then you've got Scout Troopers, which is another one that there he is again. There is so without the shirt on, he just looks like a battle droid. I've somehow put a picture in the middle. And with the battle droid, you get Luke's silhouette with the idea that it's meant to be shooting the silhouette, which is kind of cool.
oh
Notices
my
his
gosh,
sister will want the
the
battle
bullet
droid.
holes
Yeah, because they're
are
aimed at,
complete misses.
yeah, because they're all at the lightsaber.
They're just like, shoot the light.
Hey, welcome, Tony. And so then the scout trooper has a gap in the back of his jumper because he needs his backpack out of it. Uh, but he comes with an Ewok because you see them in Return of the Jedi. Noddy says Barbie material is good quality fabric. I have to agree. My Barbie material has lasted a really long time. Oh, sorry. Nick reckons that the shot was Anakin, not Luke. Oh, well, I was wrong. This is definitely an Ewok though. So he comes with the Ewok, and then
I love that all the bullets are just not on. That they've just got them
oh
like
yeah,
around
completely
it.
miss. And then there's the stormtrooper. I like this one because it's got battle scars all over it. Like if you have a look at it, he's got like marks on his arm, on his legs, on his helmet, but also again, I'm assuming that's Han. And there is, no shots made on him either. It's kind of funny. I think I really like that Star Wars is getting a bit more of a sense of humor, and his shirt says "Pew Pew Pew" and
Oh my
squad
gosh,
goals.
that's amazing. I love it. I love that this one also kind of, I don't know why, but with the t-shirt on, it just looks like a dad.
It does. I like this one all of them. I like this one the most.
Yeah, same, I think.
Yeah, yeah, I know, Dean. I got that because I realized that too. The battle droids are long gone by the time Luke comes around. So yeah, it's probably Anakin. Let's go back and have a quick look. Oh, where is he? But you can see how I got confused with the blue lightsaber and the very similar looking body. But yeah, I'd say that's Anakin. Okay,
Yeah.
so we got Han, and then there's a Funko Pop coming out. Got nothing got nothing to do with the Maul series that the others all May the 4th be with you, but this is more the Mandalorian Grogu. So we see the Snow Troopers come out. So that's pretty cool. So if you're into Funko Pops, that's an option. I don't know. It's kind of cute though. I do like them, but I won't buy them. Yeah, David said adding clothes gives an air of mystery and intrigue.
And dad vibes.
Yeah, yeah, but everyone's going to strip the clothes off. We know that. And then, as I was looking for what else was available, I came across this. This is the most, I have to say, this is the
Whoa.
worst.
I love it.
It's official too. It's the worst Star Wars toy looking thing I've ever seen. It is
It looks like a
atrocious.
fish.
It's just bad.
I love it. I love that it's so bad. It looks like a fish.
The worst. Anyway,
I love it. The
David says the
jokes
drugs
kicked in.
kicked in.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
If you saw that while you're at some rave or something, you would be so confused. Like, what is that?
Exactly. Oh, there's a little bit more merch I found. These are kind of cute. There's a new, this is coming out on May the 4th
Oh
as
yeah,
well,
that's
for any
nice.
girls. So, um, Emily was on here. I don't know if she's still here, but if she is, me, you, and Emily might like this. I don't know about the guys. Don't know what you're into, and whether or not you're into backpacks. But this, I really like this backpack. Then there's a
Guys
long
need to
sleeve
carry
shirt.
stuff too.
I know, but not. I don't know. Tony says it does look like a fish.
It does.
You've convinced everyone now. So
It
there's a
really
little
does though.
indoor shirt with Star Wars on the back, which I know you like long sleeve shirts, and it looks
Yeah, I
really
do. I
cool
like that.
when you put them together.
Oh
That looks
yeah, it
good.
matches. That's really
Does.
cool.
Yeah, it looks nice. So I was like, ooh, maybe I need the shirt and the bag. But that's it for merch. That's I think they're about 80 bucks each, so I don't know about that.
Yeah, I like the
Anyway,
shirt too, Nutty.
there's also a men's shirt, but I couldn't find the price for it, so I didn't. I figured you all weren't gonna wear it anyway. But you can wear that one if you want. I
No,
don't
Noddy said
mind.
he likes it.
Cool. We should buy Nadia a shirt. I'm not going to do that. That's not a guarantee. I'm not buying you a shirt, Nadia. Hope Zing has it. Me too, because sometimes when the May the 4th stuff comes out, they bring some of these stuff out to America only, and it's hard to get it.
Mm,
Tony says the shirt, the bag, and the fish. Lol.
yeah, all of them. I want the fish.
And Nick says he's still waiting for his gunship. Right. When are they meant to be released? It's interesting. Well, let us know when you get it because that would be great because the everyone was waiting for those expensive gunships. All right, we're gonna have to say may the force be with you and head out now because we're gonna move into the members meetup on Google Meet. I'm really hoping that some of you guys will join us because we've got a few other things that we want to talk about in the members meetup. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Otherwise, come back here next Sunday and let's talk about what we saw on Maul tomorrow night. Don't forget 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock or whatever time it is, wherever state you're in. Go back and have a look. Eh, sometime tomorrow night. Hopefully it's great, and we'll talk more next Sunday about how much we liked or didn't like it, and whether or not people showed up that we thought would. May the force be with you. See you later. Bye, Vic.